Hey, business founders. Today we are talking about if your business needs an accountant. Now, the world of accounting is pretty confusing for small business owners because what is often not explained is how there are generally three different types of accounting that you need to consider in your small business. So before we get started, if you haven't met me yet, my name is Melissa Houston, and I am a CPA with over 20 years of experience. I started She Means Profit to help business owners and empower you with the business financial literacy skills that you need to take your business from 6 figures to 7 figures and beyond. Because the thing is, if you don't have a strong, solid financial foundation, it's going to be really difficult for you to scale your business. So follow us. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. Hit like for the videos, and I promise you won't be disappointed because we deliver top-notch content, financial content to you to help you manage your business. And there is nothing that happens in business that does not affect your profit line. So we cover a lot of stuff at She Means Profit. So I'm also the author of Cash Confident, an entrepreneur's guide to creating a profitable business. And I am a regular contributor at Forbes.com. So all the content I put out there is aimed at helping small business owners get to that 7-figure level and beyond, because there are so many great businesses that are struggling and just kind of staying stagnant because you don't know your business numbers. And I have worked with hundreds of business owners such as yourself, and I've seen the struggles. I see what you're struggling with, and I can help you. And I put this information out there to ensure that I help business owners. Now we're going to get started. We're going to get into the meat of this. So running the small business, I know I am a small business owner. We are stuck with a ton of challenges. There's stuff that we need to know. We need to know our marketing, our sales conversions. We need to manage our finances. We need to manage people. We need to lead. We need to inspire. The list goes on and on and on. Now, I want to help simplify the financial process with you. And this question I get a lot is, why is my accountant not helping me? So there are 3 different types of accountants that you're working with. Well, 2 essentially, and 1 bookkeeper. Okay, so a small business would typically need, depending on what stage you're at in your business, but if you are a 6-figure business and you want to get to that 7-figure and beyond, typically what you're going to see in a small business of that structure is you're going to have a bookkeeper. You are going to have there's different types of accountants you can have, but just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to say that the accountant that you're going to have is like a chief financial officer, okay, who oversees all the accounting and gives you strategic advice. And then the 3rd type of accountant is a tax accountant. And this happens all the time when, people find out I'm a CPA, they're like, oh, so can you do my taxes? Well, that's not what I specialize in. So not all CPAs are just there to do your taxes. I specialize in helping businesses grow, making those financial strategic decisions to get you to grow your business. And the reason why these are separated, like there's a CFO and then there's a tax accountant, is because taxes, like that's a huge thing. And when you take your business records and get your tax return done, you want to make sure that you're working with a specialist. Whereas the CFO is more on the strategy side. And if you want to grow and scale your business, you really want to be working with the CFO to help you with that, because it's a different kind of skill set. Okay, so now we're going to dive into the different roles, the 3 different roles. I'm going to explain which each one of them does. And I'm going to preface this by saying that just because you have somebody helping you, you either have 1 person or you have 3 different people helping you in your business for the finances, it does not give you permission to check out of what's going on in your business. So as a business leader, you need to understand your business finances. You have to have a strong financial acumen because you are the one making the decisions in your business in the end. It's not your bookkeeper, it's not your CFO, and it's not your tax accountant. It's you who makes the decisions. You're just getting guidance from these people. So let's start with the bookkeeper. Typically what a bookkeeper does is they're strictly hired to enter financial data. So you hire a bookkeeper to input all your accounting records on a monthly basis. And they should, not all bookkeepers do, but they should be giving you financial reports once the books are closed for that month end. Now, a lot of bookkeepers are offering better services these days. It's become quite popular, and I am so for it, because typically what happens is your bookkeeper, you give them books, they do them like, I don't know, maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months later. I've seen all kinds of scenarios. But the thing is, that's not doing you any service. You want timely financial information coming back at you, and you can't get that timely information until your books for the month are completed. So a lot of bookkeepers now are offering, they're going to give you financial statements. And then for more advanced bookkeeping, they may give you some financial advice. But I do caution carefully that you have to consider who you're getting your financial advice from. You have to make sure that they're qualified to be giving you this financial advice. So when you are looking for a bookkeeper, you need to check that out. So bookkeepers are typically going to record your transactions, manage your accounts payable and your accounts receivable, do the bank reconciliations, and offer you financial reports at the end of the month. Now, the role of a CFO, and for some, you may be thinking, oh, CFO, like there's no way I can afford that. There's a great thing called fractional CFOs. So you don't have to bring on a CFO full time, but you can have access to that financial guidance, that strategy, that advice at that senior level from a fractional CFO. And typically what they're going to do is they are going to look at your books, like review them, not do any bookkeeping. Look at the financial reports, understand what your goals are in your business, and incorporate that into a strategy. And they are going to be a partner for you. They're not going to do all the work for you. They're going to understand where you want to take this business, and they're going to strategize and offer you solutions in ways that you can do that. Now, they're not going to offer you marketing solutions or sales solutions or anything like that. They are going to interpret the numbers for you. They're going to say, okay, you want to invest in marketing? Let's monitor the marketing KPIs to ensure that we're getting a return on our investment. You want to look at how well salespeople are performing? Let's look at the data. Let's look at what the conversion rates are for each salesperson that we have. You want to know how your finances are going. If you have any accounts payable that you're owing and you're not able to pay, you want to do your cash flow planning, all that kind of stuff. CFOs, that's what they're there for. They're there to help you manage the financial part of your business. And typically what they're going to do is, like I said, the financial forecasting and financial strategy. They're going to create a business financial plan for you, is what I call it. They'll focus on the budgeting and the cash flow management. They're going to look at risks. So there are going to be risks that are going to impact your business. They will look at those risks and find ways to mitigate those risks. And if you're a bigger business, they look at investor relations. So why and when would you need a CFO? When your business is growing quickly, or you want your business to grow quickly, okay? Because growth in a business is often associated with being a very positive thing, and it absolutely is. However, growth in your business can be very risky, because that's when cash flow becomes very tight, and cash is queen in a business, and you never want to run out of cash. So having somebody there strategically helping you, making sure that you don't run out of cash while you're growing your business, is a smart move. Okay, and now you're looking at a tax accountant. And why would that tax accountant be separate? Because a tax accountant is looking at your business. They're gonna get your financial records, and it's having another eye look at your business, right? They may have some questions. They may wonder, what's going on? Why is this happening? But the biggest and best thing a tax accountant can do for you is tax planning strategies. As a business owner, there are a lot of incentives being a business owner when it comes to paying taxes. So having a good tax accountant on your team, and typically you're going to see your accountant once a year, because that's when, or for Americans doing your quarterly statements, you may be visiting with your tax accountant for that as well. But you are going to get feedback, get information, and get some tax planning services. So they're going to prepare your tax and file it, your tax returns and file them. They're going to do tax planning for you, which helps you minimize your tax burdens. They're going to make sure you're compliant with your taxes. And if you were to ever get audited, they're there to help represent you during an audit. So when do you need a tax accountant? When it's time to do your tax returns. Plain and simple, do not go to somebody who claims to be a tax accountant, but really aren't. They're not experienced in it. This is where you really don't want to cut corners and pay. You get what you pay for. Believe me, I have tons of experience with this. I have seen what happens when business owners go to somebody who's less qualified and the government gets involved and it's a big mess. So you want to be knowledgeable and careful when you are picking not just your tax accountant, but all three of these professionals to help you with your business. And a big question you may be thinking right now is, do you need all three? And it depends on what stage you're at. If you feel comfortable, I mean, you're definitely going to need a bookkeeper, and how involved that bookkeeper is in your business, it's going to depend on what stage you're at. A CFO, you don't need until you start growing your business to, like, you're a mid to high 6-figure business and you want to get to 7-8 figures, bring in a CFO. That's going to help you. That's going to help grow your business. And then a tax accountant, obviously you need on a regular annual basis, regardless of how much help. I'm going to reiterate this. I'm going to repeat this. I'm going to say this again, no matter how much help you have in your business, no matter how many financial professionals are helping you with your business, you need to understand your business numbers. And if you need help understanding your business numbers, that's where She Means Profit comes in, where we've got the Cash Clarity course. And this course was created for small business owners just like you to help you understand what you need to know as a business owner to run your business. We don't teach you bookkeeping, we don't teach you accounting, but we teach you what you need to know, how to make smart decisions, what your financial reports are telling you, how to create that financial plan and understand it as you go through it with your CFO. If you don't have a CFO, that's totally fine. We show you how to do it. We show you how to monitor to make sure that you've created this great financial plan. How are you going to monitor your results? And we show you how to plan for your cash and your taxes. So be sure that you are building that financial foundation and you are ready to get your business to the next level. And the best way to do that is by enrolling in Cash Confident. You can find the link in the show notes, and I hope to see you in the community.